All right. All right. All right.
How? It's cold in here.
It's freezing in here.
And a song, it's cold in here. It's
No.
freezing in here. No.
Baby, it's cold in here.
Oh, yeah. I turned up the heat. I'm freezing. I don't know what today.
I don't know. It's cold in our house. We can't. Maybe because we haven't turned the air conditioning off and it's cold.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you're right. Anyway, folks.
It's
wow, somebody from holy.
What's wrong?
I don't know. Something right. Anyway. Ocean speak about big things. Hope you're doing well, folks. It's Thursday. Laura Ocean is in the house.
Hello, everybody. I am here.
Guys, we got a great show lined up for you guys today. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, and mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show. We got a big one today, a lot of fun. It's time, Thursday. Laura Ocean's in the house, so let's go to work. Come on. Oh, thank you, Dina Manzella from Seventh Heaven with that great intro. Hi, everybody. Honey, how you doing? Good?
I'm doing great.
Well, everybody looks like they're having I hope it's a great morning, folks. It's a great one for me. Let's just not touch anything. Let's just get okay. Anyway, that's good. Richard, Frankie said, there's Frankie said, how you doing, Nina, right? Mikey Sansone, Arizona. It must be cold over there because you guys keep freezing up. You know what? This screen, the last 3 days, people have been telling me we keep freezing up.
For real? It's freezing in this house right now. I'm not really sure what it is. But
I don't think the screen could, if it's cold in the house, doesn't mean that the screen.
Richard says it is.
Richard said it keeps screen. No, I'm just saying because it's cold out. It's cold in the house doesn't mean that the screen is going to freeze up because of it. It's got nothing to do with that. There you go, folks. Anyway, while we're here and trying to figure things out, as always, let's thank our sponsors. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is a place buy local, shop local, Norridge's Plains, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and Mesa, Arizona. Hey, 50% off lawn and garden decor, 40% off all outdoor decorative chimes, patio sets on sale, lowest prices of the season. Norridge and the Norridge and the Display Store even have a licensed insured handyman. They got a lot of good things happening at Lone Moore for just $105 plus parts. Take advantage of auto key programming. They program and car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit your helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. And don't forget to tell them to grill your Ace off and get $20 off any grill purchase. That's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. You like that?
Woo!
That was a lot
of words. A lot of words.
That's a lot of words. And now the name of the show is.
Well, did you rather my face get cut off?
No,
I think he likes it when my mouth
but you
is.
should at least, if you watch the show, the name of the show shouldn't go away.
Well, then switch sides so you can get cut off your neck.
I'm sorry. This is right, man. All right.
So
why do I have to deal with this 1 day a week? I mean, it's so
why do I
much.
have to deal with this 7 days a week?
Well, yeah, but you're not live on 1 day a week here. It's easy,
I can still deal with you every day. All right. First of all, I need to give a huge shout out to my gals. We had the high school girls all got together last night celebrating our very, very dear friend Pam's birthday. We all are turning 60 this month. Did I just say that out loud?
You already.
But we had
you passed your 60.
I'm 2 weeks in.
Okay.
Another one's 1 weekend. Another one's going to be in 2 more weeks, and one was yesterday. We had so much fun. It was so great to see my gals, and how much fun we had. So I do need to shout them all out. We had so much fun, and I love you girls so much. And hail to the first responders, ladies.
Absolutely. And maybe we get some of the ladies to come out to one of the shows one day. Would it be
Well, I want one to come on. I told her already because
what does she do?
You two have the same political views.
Oh,
and she might be just as strong as you.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of those people that are following our political views, especially with the crazy.
But it's
shit
no politics Thursday, so
well, there's just a couple things we'll talk about today, but nothing big. Anyway, folks, I want to thank our guest yesterday, Penny Chelios. Of course, the name sounds familiar. Of course, her brother is Chris Chelios, former member of the Chicago Blackhawks hockey team. But pain-free life, everything that she was talking about, wow. The stuff that she was just coming off with, honey, it was amazing.
I have to comment on that because, Penny, I will be calling you. I know one of my friends have already called you, and a couple of the girls from last night want to hear more about it because they would like to hear this as well.
Yeah.
But you will be getting a few more of us.
It was just amazing, all the stuff that she was saying and how it comes from within about the plaque in your teeth or make sure you floss. And you got to just go back and watch the show. And she was so informative of a lot of great stuff. And a lot of people should follow this and don't even realize it. They're afraid to follow this program anyway. It's actually very cool. Also, yesterday, too, if you noticed, I got up about 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and I went to a secret little place. A friend of mine, I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to name the name of the place, but I will name my friend Maria and Carmi. And their home has a man-made lake. And I passed it a few times, and I asked, can I just pull in the driveway one day and let me fish there? And wow, the bass and the giant bluegill and the bass, every cast almost, I had about 7, 8, 9, and just, for about an hour and a half, which was unbelievable. And I will definitely be going back there. So again, Carmi and
yes,
Maria,
thank you. He was a pig
and
shit.
Michael and Nino and Vincent. And thank you guys. Beautiful place, man-made lake. I'll just tell you, it's in Deer Park, and I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, gosh.
But I would watch. Well, it's Deer Park.
Deer
Park is a big place. So anyway, tonight, folks, we'll be at the Berkeley Concert in the Park. It's called Electric Nights in Berkeley, Illinois. It's at the Gazebo Summer Concert. The show starts from 7 to 9 tonight. Listen to the lineup I got. Double T Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, Jerry Jams Renda. We got Ron Starr guitar vocals and Regina Karma, all of them on one stage. And yours truly, 7 to 9, Berkeley Electric Nights Concert in the Park tonight. Tomorrow we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Professor Daryl Armenstadt, 8 o'clock. Saturday we'll be at Taverna on the Vision in Melrose Park with Double T Tony Toto. And Sunday, celebrating Lee Stevens' 80th birthday, we will be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy. Me and Lee will be doing a special show with you guys for Rat Pack Sunday. Of course, Jerry Jams will be joining us too. So a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, a lot of good stuff. Please stop touching my stuff and breaking my stuff.
Zoe's walking past it. Go ahead, sweetie.
Christ.
It's the dog. It's the dog.
It's the dogs. All right, let's get right to another quick sponsor. Honey, why don't you tell them about our good friend from
my Mary?
when she... Boy, it takes forever to stay.
If you are buying or selling, you want to reach out to Mary. She's the perfect real estate professional, whether you are putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home. You want to give Mary a call because she's going to turn your real estate dreams into reality. She will be ready to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, and expired listings. You want to reach Mary at Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate at
630-688-1725 or go to mgrivis@starkre.com.
Mary, I think you texted me and I have not got back to you yet.
Okay. And folks, also, if you're going to talk about Mary, then folks, we also have to talk about the Chicago Music Cruise 2025. People say this might be a broken record to repeat this, but folks, this is something that every single one of you
Okay.
should take advantage of this deal. And I lose all. I'm on fire every day. And then when yours come, dogs here, things knocking shit over.
I've got 3 dogs.
If you put them all when you're working, let me see how that works. All right, so yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, Chicago Music Cruise 2025 is March 22nd through March 30th, 2025. Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Oasis of the Seas, Fort Lauderdale, Coco Key, Bahamas, Aruba, and Carousel. It's going to be fantastic,
Aruba,
folks.
Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to the...
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And Hillbilly Rock Stars, Mojo's Jukebox, Tony Ocean, the main event band, Seventh Heaven, Frankie, Hollywood Rodriguez, and the Jersey Girls, all of them. 8 days, spring break, baby. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com or give my friend Mary a call at 630-688-1725. Remember, it's March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. You got some time to join us on that ship and have a little fun. And have...
What?
I can't, and nothing's working today. It's just horrible today.
It says, Tony, look at how much space we have. Look at all this space.
I know. Well, when you have sponsors, that stuff's got to stop. All right. Anyway.
It's space.
All right. Well, your space. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. Because I'm look. It takes forever. These things. Oh, driving me crazy today.
Rosemary, where are you?
I don't know, but you know what? There, the light's going to fall over now. All right. What do you got to say, honey? Why don't you start it off? Because I need a little break. Go ahead.
What do I got to say? I got to say somebody needs to learn some patience.
I don't need patience when you got Dr. Doodle and all the animals knocking shit over.
You, Mr. Love of the Animals.
I do, but I don't take them when I'm doing the show.
I do. They follow Grandma.
I know. Go ahead.
They're my babies.
All right, honey. Go ahead.
Oh, gosh. Speaking of little doggies, the first thing you gave me did that dogs speak. Do you ever talk to a dog and the dog, he turns his head?
Well, I don't see these two do it, but I know Zoe does it all the time.
Yes.
Sure.
Dogs tilt their heads when you speak to them better to pinpoint familiar words. Because like, I can't say it now, but like WALK or TREAT.
Correct. Yeah.
If I say it, he's going to get all...
Or COOKIE.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another one.
They'll get all crazy, and then Mr. Calmness will get all thrown off kilter again.
It's not easy. It's not easy to do this, folks. Absolutely.
It's not easy to do this.
Yeah, well.
Tell them about our day yesterday. Did you tell them that we went to the park yesterday?
We went to the park briefly. Yes, Laura did come to the park with me. She said she got to get out of the house.
I had to get out.
So we did go. You could have cats. They climb up everything. Good point.
You know what? Always winning. I have seen that to a point where they've hurt themselves because they do some high climbing.
Yeah, that's true. I had one cat once. His name was Baxter. He passed away, but he was more like a dog. But anyway, yesterday, so after
Carol's dog knows Dairy Queen. I love it.
There you go.
I know Dairy Queen.
Ellen Tanu, how you doing, hon? So what we did was... so I was coming home and we're going to go to Turner Park, a little park near the house after I was fishing. And
one of the dogs got gas. I could smell it too.
Yeah, one of the dogs have gas. Could be you because I seen you lift your cheek. So I'm just
my God.
Her cheek went up and I knew that something was not right after that.
You all haven't heard the joke before.
Anyway.
People in the elevators heard it.
Yeah, so I actually go to the park and we bought, Laura came with. And then there you go. Laura came with, and then also
let all the guests in.
Laura came in, and then came with us too. So Turner Park, it's in Roselle. If you haven't been over there in that area, ever since the big tornadoes and stuff, the water, seaweed, all that stuff, all the gook is all over. So it's hard to fish there. But
it was so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Relaxing.
As much as I fished there, the most time I think I've caught 2 bass maybe in a year. The rest is all bluegill and crappie, excuse me. And so, but I did catch one yesterday, so we sat there for a little bit. But Zoe kept chasing.
I was going to say, you can't take Zoe when Tony fishes anymore.
Chasing the fish or chasing the lure, and I can't.
I literally almost fell off my chair because she went to go pull me because he went to go whoop it, and she went to go
whoop it with
follow
it. Yeah, you get that lure. You know what happened when I hit my wrist, when I put it on my wrist. Imagine a dog biting that. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's Thursday. Laura Ocean's here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, honey. Real fast here. Look at this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. All right.
Ready.
Let me get to some stuff here. Something that's easy. Today is World Snake Day. You like snakes, honey?
Abso-freaking-lutely no.
You know, snakes get a bad rap. Snakes get a bad rap. Bats get a bad rap. If you ever look at a bat, there was a thing on Instagram that someone has a baby bat at home, and he was in his little bed or whatever, and he was eating grapes. It was so cute, this bat. They just, the TV and the media and the vampires scared make the bat get a bad rap. It really does. And same thing with the snake. Snake doesn't bother you. They bother you when you get
gross.
But the snakes will bother you when you get close to them and their eggs and their children. You leave them alone, they leave you alone. They want nothing to do with you. And snakes and rats, they all get bad raps.
So our son-in-law had a snake. Her name was Terry.
Yes.
And we would go there, and Terry was no fun. Couldn't play with her or anything. But he used to keep they were live mice in the freezer. This is before the baby was born. They're no longer having those.
We had Yes, that's right. Always winning. We'll talk about that. We had Captain Rick on and his daughter, Becca, and they had all the reptiles on. It was very cool. Anyway, yeah. So that's Snake Day. Today's also, honey, when you remember the pool, you'd go to the pool, the school pool, or the community pool, or a pool at any resort.
Okay, I got you.
Would you ever go up to the diving board? Did you ever dive off, even the real high one?
I have.
Do you like doing that?
No, not at this stage of my life, but back then. Oh, I haven't done it since I was 20s.
I was never imagine me off the diving board.
I didn't dive at first. I jumped.
Just jumped. I mean, I don't get into that myself. Even when me and Nick and Phyllis and me and Nick went to the Dells and down those slides, that we looked like two jelly rolls rolling down that thing.
That was hysterical.
We were laughing. All of us were laughing so hard. Also, another thing about laughing so hard, I seen the Tom Brady roast on Netflix. I'm not a Tom Brady fan. Can't stand the guy. But my God, he deserved every little rip that they gave him.
Was it new?
No, I think it's maybe a year old or 2 years old. I don't know. But
I did watch bits and pieces with them.
With Kevin Hart, they were just brutal. And I loved it. I loved it. Very cool. Also, honey, do you remember one thing? Then you can do your thing here on this. Oh, yes. Just heads in for you, President Joe Biden. That's right, folks. Who's got 4 booster shots and all those COVID shots. Again, President Joe Biden has COVID-19. I think this might be for the second time. President Joe Biden with COVID-19.
Is it still called 19?
I don't know what it's called now.
Should it be called COVID? COVID-24 now?
It should be called COVID. It should be called the flu. That's what it should be called.
Something different?
What do you got on?
All right, I'm not sure what this all is about. So Victoria Hill was trying to answer some questions about her health. When she decided to take a DNA test, the test revealed that her biological father was not the man she knew as her dad, but rather a fertility doctor who inseminated so many patients with his sperm. She had over 20 half siblings, but it was the identity of one of Hill's newfound family members that was the most horrifying of all. What was it?
Isn't that amazing? Well, I didn't get a chance to look at that part.
He sends me half a story.
I gotta get the whole story. I was rushing this morning. I forgot. But anyway,
why were you rushing?
Just the point I'm trying to say. The point I'm trying. If you would have looked at the stories when I said to you, you never do. You would have been able to say, "Oh, maybe what does that need?" See, I just give her the lead, and maybe she can do a little bit of the follow-up.
I am not a horse that you lead to water.
No, that's the same thing. They go, "Hi, Tony. I'm sorry I haven't been here. I lost my father and lost his battle with cancer." Oh, Lily, I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
My dear friend, I'm sorry. Helen Tenuta, that's just the way it is for Democrats. You get them replaced to the presidential ballot. Yeah.
Yes, Helen.
What a joke they're going through. Anyway, but imagine that, thinking she was sick and she took the whole test on that and finding out that sibling. I mean,
that she has 20 half siblings.
And there was a doctor doing that.
And the doctor's a
pig.
whack job.
A whack job. Yes. All right, go ahead. What do you got?
I don't know what this is.
This is just in general. That's why you have to read them before. I look at my notes and I read them before I go live.
I didn't have time.
But you don't do it every Thursday. You never read them.
I never have time.
All right, so just read it out loud.
U.S. sees historic surge.
Help me.
In the corporate bankruptcy filings. Here are the businesses types that led.
Well, first of all, here's the number of U.S. corporate bankruptcy filings so far, 24, is higher than any comparable figure in prior 13 years. That's the story.
Well, what is this?
Well, that's why you read the whole thing. That's the story, what I'm trying to say. There's 13. What is it? How many?
13. The historic surge. The historic. Guys.
If I just send her the story, all she got to do is just give it a quick read before.
I didn't have time.
That's
I
it.
need time to.
Go ahead.
Costco. The lawsuit was filed by two women claiming they would not have bought the product knowing they were unsafe.
And what is the product, honey? A lawsuit claims that Costco sold baby wipes. See, you went like this, like you didn't know what the product was. It was sitting right in front of you.
We're going to have a really serious discussion right now. I am learning more and more about adult ADD. Does anybody else have anything to do with? You cannot organize your brain. I am having some serious organizational brain issues. And I think I have adult ADD. That's my story. Okay. So baby wipes. And we know that Nina has purchased baby wipes from Costco.
And there you go. So you might want to know that it looks like it might have high levels of PFAS. PFAs, yes. So you might want to look at that stuff. A lot of that stuff gets recalled sometimes, and now they're recalling so much of it. I haven't heard of anyone having COVID for over 6 months, and now the president has it. Oh, isn't that just ironically? Oh, he's got COVID. Oh.
Have a drink, Mo. Tony said.
I've been drinking all morning. And yeah, so just like the bird flu in Colorado, there's 4 people with the bird flu. Well, I hope they're okay, but who knows? That's going to be a big pandemic right about October. That's when they'll throw out the bird flu at everybody. Oh!
All right, now this is gross.
Go ahead, honey.
On Fox 32 Chicago, there was kittens rescued after being thrown into a porta potty in North Chicago.
That's some sick people. You heard about them taking dogs. You remember the story a few years back where there was puppies in a garbage bag and they threw it out in the middle of the expressway? Nobody knew what it was, but it was in a garbage bag, and these little puppies and everybody are trying to get out of the bag. And the phone is, hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Dr. Bombay. Yes, doctor? Yes. It is. It's true. Joe does have COVID? Okay. All right. No problem, doctor. Yes. All right. Thank you.
It was the doctor.
He's got COVID like I'm Jewish. Anyway, folks, Ocean's Pet, little show about big things. While she's trying to study for her next story, let's get to some sponsors.
Study for my next story?
Corelli Payment Services.
A good one.
Family owned and operated. They service areas include Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, specializing in parking lots, doing both asphalt and concrete work. They do repairs and replacement, seal coating, craft filling, lot painting. They have a 5-star rating. Call today and speak to a knowledgeable representative at 815-271-5835 and check out their website at GorelliPavementServices.com. Get that done. That's Gorelli Pavement Services. And let's not forget my good friend from Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, and weed control. They also offer plant design service and installation. They've been servicing the North Shore for over 44 years. Call Tommy at 847-432-5266 and tell him Tony O sent you and get that bush trimming. Get that bush trimming. All right, so
I've been meaning to change that on you, and I keep forgetting.
Who
Who wrote that, Tommy?
That was Tommy.
Who wrote it?
Bush trimming. I remember high school, a girl in high school once. Yeah, she needed a bush trimming. Anyway.
All right, something's off here.
We are definitely off today.
Hold on.
We're definitely off today,
Hold
folks.
on.
We are losing it. We are losing it. We are losing it.
Don't wait here. Don't gotta turn it
Oh,
on.
yeah, you lost it already. All right. Anyway, there you go. There it is. There you go. There's
Right,
Louis
Louis?
Pipes. My buddy Louis from Airtight Windows. If you're looking for new windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty and quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Serving the Chicagoland for 35 years, do it right with Airtight. Call my buddy Lou at 708-788-5000. That's Airtight Windows.
So, Lou, if you need a new commercial, you know who to
You
go.
got it, folks. And if you got no plans, go see my buddy. I'm working tonight, but you can go see my buddy Louis Pipes at Are We Live tonight in Burr Ridge. Make sure you go out and check him out. Absolutely.
Ladies, it's a very cool night spot for the
I also want to
girls'
say,
night.
my friend, this lady, I've never met Mel Lennon Reed, but she watches the show. Somehow we became friends. I know she's from New York, and I never met the lady, never met her fiance. I know they just had a baby, and now I know her brother's in the hospital, and I wish your brother health and quick relief from Godspeed to your brother, Mel Lennon Reed, out of New Jersey or New York. They want to move to Jersey, but her family lives here in Illinois. So whatever you guys decide to do. Anyway, I hope
Very cool.
I hope your brother will
Prayers to
be
your brother.
okay. Yeah, absolutely.
And another very sad story, Fox 32 News had put out that a father and daughter die in the Canyonlands National Park after running out of water in 100-degree weather.
When you guys go,
so sad.
when you go out to those places like that, you gotta really. I mean, I don't go into that, but people that do the hiking and stuff like that, you know what? They probably went on their own. Hire a guide. Come prepared. I mean, that's crazy. This is a couple.
Yeah, even just yesterday on the news again, it talked about a man whose wife is trying to help him get out of jail for leaving their daughter in the car, which it stayed running, but it turns off after 30 minutes, and the car was turned off, and they found her unresponsive when they went to get her. So
Headline news next week is
what?
Diarrhea Awareness Week, and it runs till Friday. Anyway,
I need to stop this.
no,
I need to
wait a
put
minute,
it.
no.
I need to put
here's
this court in
another.
order.
Here's something that just might. We don't know for sure, but it could happen. The way things are going right now with the political world right now, honey, the way things are going now with the Republican, or the way things are going now with the Democrats, they're scrambling. They're in a lot of trouble. They're in so much trouble now. It might be, folks, could become. New York could go Republican, could turn Republican. Hasn't happened in 40 years. But rumors are that New York could switch from Democrat to Republican. They already changed some of their unions already in New York, have went from Joe Biden to Donald Trump right now. So these are just some of the unions in the state of New York. So we will have to see what happens there, honey. Do you remember the bounce houses or bounce balls with air? You were a kid,
yes.
And used to run in there and stuff like that. There's one opening up. There's one that comes, they're coming this fall, August 31st to September 15th to Sports Park in Skokie. And it's fun for kids. They used to go, but I'm going to tell you a story real fast. You're going to love this.
I'm sure
There was a one of those cheap carnivals, but when I was growing up as a kid, it was a big deal to me. It was a carnival, and there it was. So we went through the whole carnival. My mother took me there, and there was some horses, and my dad, and went blah blah blah. We were doing the whole
Dad's
thing.
horse?
No, anyway, we had a little fun, and we were leaving. But as we were leaving, there was this giant bounce house. I go, please, I want to go in. I'm going to go in.
Oh, I know the story.
So I went in. My mother didn't want me to go, so I went in, and it was taking longer and longer for me to come out because I was having fun with. There was like 20 people in there. So my mother took her shoes off. She goes, "If you don't come out, I hear her through the through the plastic. Come out! I'm gonna come and get you." In Italian, of course. She took her shoes off and got into the box, the balloon house. Yes. And by that happens, I go out the other way. So me and my dad are watching my mom getting trampled on by these kids. It was the funniest thing.
Mama C in the bouncy house.
C on the ball house coming into Skokie, Illinois, Steve. Hi. Anyway, yeah. So interesting if you're into that stuff. Danny Raimondi, I'll see you tonight. My fiance had a show in 27. His band's name is Come Together. All right.
Beatles cover band.
Beatles cover band on the
Very
27th.
Cool.
That's right. Speaking of well, we wish him a lot of luck with that. Hope we can get your fiance Steve on the show and talk about the Beatles and talk about John Lennon because he looks just like John Lennon. He looks just like him.
Hence Mel Lennon Reed.
Yeah, I got it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, folks. So other things are coming up, folks. Next Thursday, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook. Jerry Jams and Lisa P. On the 27th of July, we'll be at the Dirty Nellies with Mojo's Jukebox and the band opening for us, Small Town, who is the John Cougar tribute band. So that should be a lot of fun. And the 31st of July, we will be at the Kelsey's Roadhouse in Lake Barrington for Almost Home Foundation for Dogs.
All right. And if I've heard from several of you that you are having a problem with the tickets, when you go online, they're asking you they're going to send you a link. If you prefer to buy them at the door, please feel free to do that. But I do understand it's a little bit difficult of a process.
Yes.
What I'm hearing.
Well, I'm going to talk to Kelly today, Kelly Kane, and find out about that. But in the meantime, there's going to be 50-50s. There's going to be raffle prizes. They got food there. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can bring your dogs. There's a yard right there next door, a park where you can. And so you can bring your dogs. There will be dogs there for people to adopt. So there will be a lot of stuff happening on the 31st. Me and Double T at Kelsey's Roadhouse. Make sure you check that out. August 4th will be in Davenport, Iowa Festival. On the 9th, honey, Ron Onesti's Taylor Street Italian Fest, August 8th through August 11th. We're there on the Friday night, headlining that Friday night on the 9th.
No, you're bringing Zoe.
There you go.
I'll give you Bella and me. I'll give you Mia.
And then the 24th will be returning to Mars in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin on the 24th of August. Okay. Downtown Chicago, there's a mural in the building. 70th and Halsted. Now it's a picture of Donald Trump. It's MAGA, Make America Great Again. Mural. You know, you pass that mural when you're off the expressway, you can always see it off of 70th and Halsted. Is what it is. What do you got, honey?
So, to you men, go work out. Well, this is to everybody, really.
Yeah.
Even if you're tired, start that business. Even if you're poor, invest in education. Even if you're broke, approach that girl. Even if you're shy, do the work. Even if you're unmotivated, you are the man. Find a way to get things done.
I love that. I love that. And there, why don't you get that?
I'm going to get two birthdays out of the way. One,
right.
I want to say to my very dear friend, as I said earlier today, happy birthday to Pam. I want to say happy birthday to Jody, who's already passed.
Jody.
And Paulette's is coming up.
Paulette.
Susan's a couple months.
And Michelle's was a couple days ago.
Michelle's was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
We're going to be celebrating Michelle next weekend. Anyways, and I do want to do a huge shout out to one of my very dear friends, Wayne. His mother turned 104 yesterday.
God bless.
Did you have that out in there? I want to tell you. He sent me a picture.
No, I didn't know you talked. I did not know you guys talk. So I didn't know. You know, tell
Wayne?
Me. Yeah, I didn't know that he reached out. It's happy birthday, 104th birthday
104
to your mother. John Davey, what's up, my brother? I hope you're doing well, Pally. There you go. God bless. 104 years old. All right, guys, here's something here. I want to know how you guys all do it, men and women. You want a date or an ex-boyfriend.
Wait, say it again.
Ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, or you went on a date, or your ex-wife, whatever it is, but you keep their numbers in your phone. Like, You don't have their name in their phone. You have the number and they're listed under somebody else. Firefighter guy, could be keep it casual, could be a cheapskate, could be think he's queer, or something that you put code in when that number comes up. That comes up, but you not dating them, but you went on a date with them, or it could have been an ex. And you keep their numbers in your phone. Why do people do that? Men and women. Or they'll rebound just in case something falls. You can make a list of people you can call, and then these scumbags will, do that. So why do people do that?
First of all, my ex's numbers are in my phone with their names, except for one.
Okay.
Why do I do that?
Yes.
If they're calling, I need to know before I answer it.
Okay, so they're all their exes. I got it. That makes sense.
I would not,
or anybody on a date, or when you went out on somebody on a date, and they're putting it in their phone. The people are putting either the ex-cop, or but they won't put the name. They won't put the name of the man or the woman. They won't put the name.
No, anybody I just went on a date with, I didn't keep their number.
But isn't it? Why do people do that? That's suspicious. Ronnie B is right. Could be, don't answer. Why do people do that?
Because if they did call, I need to know who it is so I know whether or not to answer it. Number one.
Well, the problem is, why don't you just keep, what I'm saying is they don't put the person's name.
Oh, I have the names in.
That they put in codes, like you're hiding it.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're keeping your ex in there, whatever. Well, I don't know why anybody keeps their exes in your phone, but
I have all of them.
If you do, but I'm saying when people don't have their names and put like I said, cheapskate, and then when that calls, cheapskate is calling whoever it may be. That's what I meant. They don't put the name; they put a code on the phone when it comes up.
A code's worse than having. Well, for you would know that. Somebody else might not.
Right. That means.
I won't say it on the show because I will get chastised. But I have been told. I used to have somebody in my phone as a bad name.
Okay.
And I will not say it because we'll get calls. Everyone's going to get calls. But
Danny, you're right. That's hiding something. I agree with you.
What's hiding?
First of all, Danny Mazzi, Armando Supermarkets, buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. So, but the problem is, why are you keeping it in your phone under cheapskate or bad in bed or cheap? I'm just saying, you don't want to put the person's name but if that comes up, I'm just saying in general.
Mine will have their name except for one. And you know what it is? Remember back in the day they had that red circle with the thing through it?
Yeah.
One has that in it.
Or it could be something. You went on a date, you don't remember what it is. Maybe the guy he stunk. Or maybe I've
never changed
or
the name.
Well, what I'm trying to say. Why do people do that? Or this guy had a nice suit on, but cheap shoes. It would say cheap shoes on there instead of the guy's name. I don't know. I didn't come up with this. It was an answer that came up on social media, and I wrote all this stuff down. They don't put the name on there, but still nobody can give me an answer except they're hiding something.
Or Danny says don't answer.
Don't answer. Farts too much could be on there. There you go.
Yes, Tony Deanna, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, so
that's it.
There you go. Yeah,
that's the one.
All right, yeah. Well, we could have just put firefighter guy. It would have been the same thing.
Hello.
Okay, but that was just one of the things, and it's funny. The examples that came on was that, and I didn't put that. That wasn't the one that I made up.
What?
Firefighter guy was one of the examples, and the other one was keep it casual. That was another one. This is the guy that calls just keep it casual, or a woman that calls. It depends on what you. But these days it could be a little bit of both because people they do that. So I don't know how to politically correct.
No,
you can't
that's
say
the
anything.
one. So if that ever comes up, you better let me know.
You better know what that is. Okay, good. So there you go. Don't. There you go. Why keep them? Good point.
So if they call, because truthfully, how many people's exes call them sometime in their lifetime? I would say anybody. Well,
I don't think an ex has ever called me.
For real?
ever.
I've talked to every single one of them, not since I've been married, but I'm saying every single one of them has called at a time or two. But I don't have that. I don't have like
I have not talked
list.
to any. No, once me and my exes are done, they don't want to ever talk to me again.
Well, I don't think they want to talk to me either, but they call for something, just probably to be whatever.
Well,
and one I still like, it's still friends.
Yeah, well, still, But it's just funny how people, and it's just something that came up. So I see you learn some new topics every day, folks. Here's another thing, another story. Paul, why don't you go? You're probably leaving out a lot of shit.
Because I started looking, and then you said X, and I had a list, so I thought I want to make sure I could.
There you go.
I could chime in on that.
All right, there you go. Let's see. It takes. All right, and go back to the beginning again.
I did it right. I'm in order.
Pam already. What do you got there? Oh, this is what, Schaumburg?
Oh yeah, Schaumburg.
If you're living in the Schaumburg area.
Those of you that know, well, even if you don't, I'm sure a lot of you guys know Ricardo's. They've been around for they say it's 35 years, which I don't know if it's been that long, but they're closing Ricardo's. So in regards to the one story we were just speaking of, how a lot of the
old
businesses are starting to go under, Ricardo's in Schaumburg.
Lalo's too closed up a couple of weeks ago because I guess they never survived after COVID. Go ahead, hon. I love this one. If
you're searching for that one person that will change your life, take a look in the mirror.
Boo!
Love it.
Woo, woo, woo.
Mic drop.
That one. Love that one. Love that one.
Mic
All
drop.
right. After 30 years, this man is free. Paul Maturowski, 18 years old, actually, from Mokina, Illinois. He was arrested 30 years ago. He went to prison, supposedly, and he got life in prison. And they just released him. If you heard this story, they released him, I guess, because when 30 years ago, when the verdict was done, the judge took it back and said it was too harsh. And according to the lawyer of Paul Romanowski here, if I'm saying this right again, the lawyer said he wasn't there even at the crime. So you might want to. This guy spent 30 years in prison, and he was supposed to do it his whole life. So now he is free. Some people are still freaking out about it.
Hey, I watch Lifetime. There seems to be a lot of them on there.
That stuff that happens. A little crazy in this crazy world, but you never know. All right, you're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. We still got some time, and you know what? I'm going to get to some stories here myself. Dog that was dumped. Look at this. Dog that was dumped is getting a chance at a new life after spending 473 days in a shelter.
Wait, sit. Why?
That dog that was dumped is getting a chance at a new life. Finally, someone did adopt him. After 473 days, this dog spent time horribly. What is a chocolate one chip challenge? Anybody know that? With Hershey? Can someone Google that? Jerry Jams, you're watching. Family sues Hershey and Walgreens after teen dies from a viral chip challenge. A Massachusetts family has sued Hershey and Walgreens after their son died for participating in a viral one chip challenge. So it's got something to do, obviously, with chocolate and Hershey's.
Well, chip. So is there Hershey's making a chip? I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, Elk Grove just bought a $1.4 million municipal vehicle?
Oh, I did not see that, Richard.
Is that like a pace bus or something like that? Like what's a municipal vehicle?
Well, it could be like a municipal vehicle, would be like a police officer or a fire truck or something. There you go, 222. The chips sold at the One Chip Challenge were made with food coloring that turned people's tongues bright blue to deter cheating. Before the challenge was discontinued in 2023, the challenge was updated to include Naga Viper Pepper with the Carolina Reaper. Ooh, those are the hottest chips.
Didn't you eat them, though?
I did try one of them. I did try the Carolina Reaper. Woo! Thank you so much, Jerry Jams, for that. Consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must clap for yourself during those times. You should always be your biggest fan. Woo! Love that. Love
go
that
me.
quote. And I was fishing, and Ronnie B's watching. Thank you, Ronnie and Deborah. Listen to this. A salmona, Salema, porky fish, almost looks like a crappie, can cause 36 hours of hallucinations when eaten. If it was used during fun times in the Roman Empire. I don't even know why anybody would eat any of those things.
You gotta love this.
I try.
Helena Nations?
Yeah, whatever. Hey, I'm trying. Anyway, folks, Fox 32 News, archaeologists unearthed 24 skeletons in a hotel property dating back to the 17th century.
Archaeologists?
Yeah. Wow.
Those two.
That's what I said. Archaeologists unearthed. Imagine that, digging and finding skeletons. Wow.
No, I couldn't.
Crazy.
Hey, Kathy.
Appolito.
She's still here, right?
I think heavenly birthday, Kathy, to your father would have been 95 years old.
Oh.
Kathy's father up in heaven would have been
Kathy,
90.
Are you still here?
I think she's still here. You golfers, listen to this. Did you know that one of the most critical innovations in golf was invented right there in Las Vegas? The story goes that Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin wouldn't play a round of golf at the Desert Inn golf course unless they had an adult refreshment in hand. So the course management team devised a great idea to convert a golf cart into a mobile cart so they can use easily accessed cocktails. So if it wasn't for Dean and Frank, they never would have had the booze cart at golf courses.
For real?
Wow.
Now that should be a part of your story.
Isn't that interesting? And the Melrose pepper. The Melrose pepper, with sweet flavor and rich history, is cherished stable in the Chicago scene. Originated in 1920 from the Melrose Park neighborhood. This versatile pepper has become a favorite in Italian-American households and local markets. It's seasoned from late summer to early fall. Melrose peppers thrive in warm weather, bringing a burst of flavor to dishes like salad, roast, stir fries, beefs. Have you tried cooking with a Melrose pepper? Very cool. Do you like Melrose peppers?
I don't know what one is.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Are they hot?
When you get the pepper from, if you go to the feast, you get the Melrose peppers. That's what they are. The great green peppers. They're great.
Oh, green peppers?
They're fantastic.
I like green peppers.
They're good.
I didn't know if it was one of those hot things.
Absolutely. There you go, Ronnie B. What do you got, hon?
Honey, I'm fresh out.
Are you fresh out? Did you ever hear of something called the cardboard regatta? Now, regatta back in the day was a boat, but in Oconomowoc, which I never heard of Oconomowoc until I met my good friend, the late, great George Tark, who passed away. His wife, Mary, still lives in Oconomowoc. Your friend, Terry, lives in Oconomowoc. But every year, this is the 4th annual, they have a cardboard regatta. The cardboard regatta takes place on the city beach right here in Oconomowoc on Saturday, September 14th. All you need is a cardboard boat and 2 people willing to race it. So you make a cardboard boat, and you get on the lake and see how far you can get, how far people get from. What do you look? Who's driving?
Neil, he's bringing me coffee.
And you're looking at her directions to see how far it is to get your coffee?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, my God. You need some serious help.
I haven't been doing Diet Coke, so I'm a little...
Our mayor, honey, spends 30 grand on cosmetics, on hair to look pretty, but doesn't own his own iron. You all look, why private? Do you believe this guy spends all this money and his clothes are always wrinkled?
Ooh.
30 grand a month on cosmetics, honey.
Boats
for his
made of
hair,
carbon.
his
They
nails.
do that in Glen Ellen, too.
Okay. Thank you, Judy Jewell. I did not know that. I hope you're doing well. Oh, here's some political news.
She must be listening. I'm checking your locations to find out how much further you were.
Breaking news, Milwaukee Radio Network Civic Media has just admitted that Biden campaign made them make multiple edits to Joe Biden's radio interview before it aired. This is absurd, and Trump would never get away with that. The edits went as far as removing entire segments. It's time to go home, Joe. Go take your ball and go home.
All right, I got to say something about that. We were talking about this last night. As people, not as political people, as people, as Americans, as that man needs to go spend time with his grandchildren and his children.
That's what I said.
He is like on his last leg. You see things in his eyes when you look at him that you see in sickly people.
Yeah.
As a person, I feel terrible for him. Go home. Go home and spend time with your family. You should not be trying to run our country.
That's what
at
I've
this
been
age.
saying. And his wife is the.
That's what I mean.
His wife is
Doctor-
worse. Dr. Jill.
No, she's not doctor. She's a doctor of what?
Dr. Jill
not a
is like a
doctor.
doctor like Fauci and Dr. Pepper and Dr. Seuss and Dr. Bombay. And you know what? Listen, you got millions of dollars, maybe
That's what I
even
mean.
billions for
Go
all the money you've
home
been
and
stealing.
Enjoy your
So
family.
go enjoy your life. Go enjoy. Step down. Let's just get out of there.
Okay, so
End
what
the
happens
misery.
if he stepped down right now?
Kamala Harris.
Would she be the
And Trump Trump's already going to be president of the United States if they're not going to cheat. But if Kamala Harris becomes the next whatever presidential candidate, whatever it is, Trump is a shoo-in. Here it is, breaking news.
Michelle? I think they put him back in the basement.
Yeah, put him in the basement. How you going, Michelle?
Hi, Michelle.
Okay, breaking Republican convention. Chairman Laura Trump, of course, Lara Trump,
Oh my God.
has announced that she's building an army of 100,000 poll workers and over 500 lawyers to monitor the 2024 election. Stop the fraud. It's going to be much different, folks, when November comes. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Tony Deanna, I don't know if Denise is watching too, but they introduced me something called the duck fart
Be
cocktail.
careful if you want to try it.
It is, I don't know when I had it first. I might have had it when we went on Christmas. We went to,
On the bus.
we took a bus to Chris Kringleville downtown, and we all dressed up as Santa Claus and, Frosty and all that. And it was the whole family. And she bought like a milk jug of something, like chocolate milk and with some booze in it. But it's actually called a duck fart. And she actually posted,
crazy.
it looks like chocolate milk,
It
smells
tastes like
chocolate
chocolate milk.
1 ounce of Kahlua coffee liqueur, 1 ounce of Bailey's Irish cream, and 1 ounce of Crown Royal whiskey. Duck fart. I have no
Potent.
idea where it came from. The name came
Potent.
from, but it is very fan, and especially if you drink it cold. I
It
bet
is
you it's
meant
much
cold.
better. But when you take it, sometimes if it's warm, yeah,
No,
check it
no,
out.
no. It's supposed to be cold. So Denise and Tony's cousin, it was his drink, and he was unfortunately passed away. So it's been used down the road with the families. So they brought that to that. I've had it with them at an occasion.
But where
that we won't talk
where
about.
did the duck come from?
Duck fart in Forest Park. Oh, duck fart in Forest Park. What's that, Judy?
That says duck fat.
Oh, this
in
is
Forest
duck
Park.
fart.
The name of the drink is duck fart, like someone who just smelled. I just smelled it in the bathroom, and could have been Laura lifting a cheek.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
God help us all.
God help us all.
But
Anyway,
it's a very good drink.
but where did the duck come from? Could have been squirrel farts. How come duck fart?
I don't know who made that up, Tom.
It's
You're
like
there.
it's like, hey, go down to the Viaduct. Why not a chicken?
Stop the insanity.
Stop the insanity, folks. It is coming down to the end. But hey, now some people are asking, why have zero doctors, given any briefing on Donald Trump's ear? They're supposed to analyze it. Like some people are saying it was fake. They chopped his ear. Some of his ear came off. You really need to see it? It chopped off. It's it.
It's like a shard with a duck.
It's like a char with a duck. Okay, that's perfect. And as we're coming to the end of the hour, here's a question I'm going to ask you, my dear, and ask all you smart people that are watching. Why do freaking tornadoes always happen at night when you
isn't that
can't
the truth?
even freaking see anything? Sirens going off. Be safe. I wonder why that is.
Isn't that funny? Because we have talked about that before, because it's always scary at night. And it's like, why is this happening in the evening? But it didn't happen in the evening on Wizard of Oz.
That's true. Jerry Jams. Why does tornadoes happen at night? Jerry's our fact checker. And
Jerry's our National Weather Service.
and he tells us
broadcaster.
that too. Yes, he tells a lot of stuff there.
Jerry's got a lot of hats.
A lot of hats. But it's very interesting to see Anyway, yeah. All right, folks. Because that's when temperatures drop.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. Or rises. So that's what we do. Folks, about another sponsor, honey. We got a couple more here. We got a couple minutes left. Let's get right to Deutsch Power Center. My buddy Sal, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area. That's 224-276-6550. That's Deutsch Power Center. And if you're looking for a lawyer, my good buddy Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. That's right, a statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. Call Roy at 708-275-4264. Honey, how about your company?
Oh, guys, more and more lately, I've been able to save so many different people more and more money on their credit card processing. So please, if you are accepting credit cards, if your business is accepting credit cards, we have wonderful solutions that will save you money. Put the money back in your pocket. Why are you paying it out to the banks? Contact me and I will definitely be able to give you an analysis and show you exactly how we can do that for you.
That's Laura Ocean Solutions. Laura Ocean Solutions. You'll never have Never have to shop again.
Never have to shop again.
And Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days, folks. If you're looking for some great new hair, forget the comb over and the sprays and the hats. Trico Hair Experts out of Rosemont. I'm losing it. Carmela and Anthony, 773-999-7888. And Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Spring, Florida. I'm working with a deal with Ron Onesti on these new Sicilian cigars, and we'll be featuring them on the show and becoming a sponsor of the show. We're working on that. Probably going to happen after Taylor Street Fest because Ron's got a lot of stuff on his plate right now. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. So it is coming to the end of the hour. Again, you know what time it is, honey? It's time for birthdays. Woo! Birthdays for Thursday, July 18th. And I know you already named some of your friends' birthdays already. Oh, Michelle, you have an appointment with Penny tomorrow.
Wonderful. We are all looking forward to hearing about that.
Here they are. My good friend Erica. Wherever you are, Erica, happy birthday. Erica, that's right.
Happy birthday, Erica.
About 100th anniversary, 100th birthday to Pesci's Flowers in Des Plaines. I think it might be the same one that's in Lake Geneva.
I was just going to say.
But Robert Provenzano is related or good friends with them. 100 years to Pesci's Flowers.
Wow.
In Des Plaines, 100 years. Ricky Stokes' daughter Nikki turns 11 years old. Happy birthday, Nikki. Birthday. Wally Bryson, one of my favorite guitar players from my favorite band, the Raspberries. Happy birthday, Wally. Separates. David the Hoff Hasselhoff celebrates a birthday from Knight Rider, 71 years old. From the Chicago Blackhawks, Connor Bedard, 18 years old. Donald Sutherland, who just passed away, of course, the father of Kiefer Sullivan, celebrates a birthday up in heaven. Luke Bryan, for all you country fans, 47 years old. God bless you. Phoebe Cates. How many people remember when you were growing up, everybody thought when that pool, I forgot the name of it, Animal House, was it the movie? Or Fastmont Ridgemont High, when she has the pool scene and all the guys at that time thought she was hot. Phoebe Cates. There you go, Erica. Happy birthday, my dear friend.
Happy birthday, Erica.
Phoebe Cates turned 61 years old. Barry Sanders, one of the greatest running backs in the NFL for the Detroit Lions, 56 years old today. Bobby Lashley, of course, Bobby Lashley from WWE turns 48 years old. Corey Feldman, who passed away years ago, 53 years old. Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell turns 57 years old.
He's just a baby.
57 years old. Wow. It's getting to the point where right? It's crazy stuff. And happy 50th anniversary to the Illinois State Lottery, honey. 50 years. Illinois
that we
State
still haven't won.
We won a couple of things, $2 here, $3 there, $10 there.
I'm talking
the big one. Yeah, we have it. Anyway, folks, it is time for us to go. Now, I think Frankie said I was going to be our guest tomorrow. I got to figure something out. We're going to have to give Frankie I won't be able to do a live one with him, so you might just have to be on Zoom, Frankie, if you're listening. But I'd like to get Frankie on the show tomorrow. I'll call you later on this afternoon, Frankie, even if you're still on. Anyway, folks, don't forget our sponsors, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and Mesa, Arizona, folks. That's right. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's right. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. And guys, tonight, Berkeley, Electric Nights Berkeley, concert in the park, right in the gazebo there. Danny Ramundi, Double T, Tony Toto, Regina Karma, Ron Starr, Jerry Jams, and yours truly. 7 to 9. Tomorrow, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Daryl Armenstadt, 8 o'clock. Saturday, me and Double T at Taverna on Division, 8 o'clock outside patio. And Sunday, happy birthday. Lee Stevens turns 80 years old, and she'll be singing some songs. We'll be sharing the night, sharing the afternoon. Oshows.com. That's a 3:30 hit this Sunday. A lot of good stuff happening in August, folks. We're going to have the Taste of Melrose, the Taste of Elmwood Park, Davenport, Iowa. We're going to have, of course, Mars, Taylor Street Fest. Freddy's, going back to Freddy's. A lot of good stuff happening in August. But anyway, guys, it's time for us to go. But remember,
it's time for Grandma to go see Callan.
Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments and live entertainment. It's important. Be nice to everybody. We're not all going to have the same opinion. But we can get through life. We've been doing it for years. This is like the last 3-4 years since COVID or since the flu. The world has really changed and really got fucking worse. When nobody got eggshells, you can't say this, you can't say that, banning statues, banning songs, banning
changing names of things.
And it's just this whole new generation is just a bunch of chicken shits. They have no clue what's going on in this crazy world. We need to make a change, and it needs to happen November 5th. So whatever it is, and if we don't decide, it don't make a difference. We still got to go out and try to live life the best we can and support our families and support our friends, and that's what it's all about. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. Be kind. God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Right, honey?
We do.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
See you tomorrow. Nick Sahajas, take us out.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
That's all, folks. That's a duck fart.
Bye.
She lifted her cheek. Don't let her fool you. Then all of a sudden.
God.